Hi everyone, thanks for letting me come in and talk to you today. Do you ever want to make a meal that's easy to make but also tastes really good? I've got one for you. It's called tater tot casserole. I made it first with my mom when I lived with her and we would cook it together. We found this recipe from watching 19 Kids and Counting. They always made it on there and we wanted to know how to make it, so I bought the book that the recipe was in that they had written and found it and we made it, and it's really good. It's easy to make, it doesn't take much time, and it's kid friendly. Kids can help you prepare it if you want them to, and it tastes really good. The 19 Kids and Counting family that we found it from has obviously 19 kids. They're the Duggar family. We bought their book, The Duggars, 20 and Counting, found the recipe in it and made it, and it's really good. One thing that I do differently is on the recipe, I change a couple things just from trial and error. We found that it works a little bit better the way that we have done it. First off, let's start with what all you'll need to make this recipe. You will need a pound of hamburger, evaporated milk, creamy mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, and tater tots, plus any seasonings that you want to season the meat. I use garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. And then you will need a bowl, a spoon, and a 13 by 9 or 9 by 9 casserole pan. Before you start cooking, you want to preheat your oven to 350, which I'm not going to do, but that's what you would do if you were really cooking this. And then it says on the recipe to brown your hamburger first, but we have found that if you brown it first, the hamburger burns before the rest of the food is done. So what I do is I just take the hamburger and put it straight into the pan and mush it all around here. Just move it around until it's completely covering the bottom of the pan. Not wanting to work with me. Okay. Once you've got it all mixed around there, you want to start adding your spices to it. I use salt, pepper. You just eyeball how much spices you want to put on there, just depending on your specific taste. And any spices you want to use are acceptable. These are just the ones that I've found that I really like. Sorry, I can't get the meat to work with me here. Okay, now garlic powder. And onion powder. Okay, now I'm going to rinse my hands off here. Next thing you want to do is get your soups mixed together. Use 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, make sure you get everything out from in the can. And then also 1 can of evaporated milk. Okay, and then you just simply stir that all together. So it's just mixed in pretty well. Then you want to put your tater tots on top of your meat in a casserole pan. you spread them all around so it's completely covered. Like this. And then you just pour your soups over top. You want to get them spread pretty evenly across so you get soups in every bite. Just spread it around, pretty simple. Okay, and then after that you put it in your oven and bake it for an hour or until you think that the tater tots are done, pretty much is what you're cooking it for. And it's a pretty easy meal to make, and it tastes really good, and it's pretty cost effective. This right here cost me about $13 altogether to buy. I bought it at Kroger, so if you buy it at Aldi's or somewhere that's maybe a little bit cheaper, it won't even cost that much. One thing that I did is I used ground hamburger, and the recipe does call for ground turkey, but not many people in my family would eat that, so I use hamburger. The turkey is a little bit cheaper, so if you go that way, it's cheaper to buy that way too. I want to thank the Duggars for having this recipe for us to try. It's really good. I have some here for you all to try if you would like to, and I also have recipe cards if anybody would want to try to make this at home. Just to go over again, you just need a few supplies. You need just a few ingredients: the hamburger, the tater tots, and the soups. And it doesn't take very long to prepare. It does take an hour to cook, so if you are in a hurry, it might not be the best, but if you just want to sit down and enjoy a nice meal with your family, it's really good. For side dishes, I would like garlic bread, which some people might not like, but I love, and green beans go really well with it. So that's a good, easy dinner for your whole family. And this serving right here serves 8 to 10 people. I did cut their Duggar's recipe in half because theirs serves 16 to 20, so I didn't need that many. But ours serves 6 to 10, and it's really easy to make, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for letting me come in and talk to you today.